Hello and welcome back, my little goblins, or welcome if you're new. Today we are going to be continuing our journey with Lil Guardsman. We are going to be starting level 5. I'm pretty excited to see where the rest of the story goes. So let's just get to it. All right. We have finally hit level 5. Let's
Lil,
start
rise and
there.
shine.
Okay.
What, Dad? You rise, you shine. I'll take 5 more minutes.
Me, straight mood.
It's time to get up.
But I don't wanna. I suppose we shall.
Shouldn't you be down at the guard shed? And shouldn't I be heading down to cover for you?
I mean, that's typically what ends up happening. So, I mean, is it not?
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Let's get the bad news first, because just get it out of the way.
We have to work the night shift tonight.
Oh, the night shift, eh? Is that something I should
I'm
worry about?
going back to bed.
No, you're getting out of this house and taking some time to yourself today.
Why do we have to work the night shift?
Good news or bad news?
More bad news. Okay, so just get it over with, Pops.
Apparently you didn't pick the right person's champion for the rescue mission, whatever that means, and they're punishing you for it.
Oh, well, wasn't that lovely? Okay, it's alright, guys. We just have to move on from it.
And I won't be able to cover for you, because I'm also working the night shift at the East Gate.
Okay, and what's the good news?
There isn't any. I guess it was just bad news this time.
Oh, alright.
Who's punishing you?
No one. I work the night shift a couple times a week to help us get by.
Well, aren't you just so caring, Father dearest? You do really love Lo and try to make sure that she absolutely has everything that, she needs. So, you're a really good dad.
Oh, Dad, I didn't know that.
So, I guess you could say the economy is punishing me. That and inflation. If taxes keep going up, I might have to get a third job so we can keep affording things like your little doohickey here.
No,
Wait,
no,
don't
no.
touch that!
Oh. They told us
Whoa.
not to.
What just happened?
Hopefully you're fine.
Do you want the good news or the bad news? Both are. I don't know. Do you feel okay?
I feel fine, sweetie. No need to look all blurry about it. Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Okay, I'm going. Just try not to operate any heavy machinery until I get back. I should probably check in with Dr. B and make sure my dad isn't radioactive.
Yeah, that should be our first thing that we go and check out. So let's go ahead and skedaddle out of here. We're gonna go ahead and pick that up so that you don't mess with it again. Alright, so now we are in the tavern. I don't really want... There's rats. Look at all the rats.
Oh, God! The rat problem is even worse than I thought. We eat all of our meals here.
Yeah, well, I mean... they're totally not there. That's what I thought everybody kind of just, imagined. Well, it is what it is, Lil. Alright, so we did see the Hat Man. And he has a rat on his head. I really just wanted to come and look and see. So, I know that going to Garby's would probably be a good idea, but
I think I can hear my friends out back. I want to go play.
That's nice,
I think I can hear my friends out back. I want to go play.
Uh, I would rather you go and talk to B first, but it seems like that is not something I can do. All right, so let's see what you have to
This
say.
hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Aw, poor Mr. Fantastico. Oh, but it is a really cool hat. Who wouldn't want to wear that? Wouldn't you guys want to wear that? It's great. All right, so you wanted to go back here. So what is going on back here? Hello, Sir Garbs. I don't even know if I have the money to buy anything, but what's up?
Isla, Simon, Lamont. How's it going, guys?
Hey, if it isn't Little Miss, I haven't been around for a while. Where you been all this time?
Doing adult stuffs.
Not around. I got what every kid fears they'll get one day. Chickenpox? Worse than that, Simon. I got a job. What are you up to?
Well, you just missed the rock throwing portion of our morning. Sadly, we chucked the last rock in the alley over the fence. Next, well,
Oh, darn it. I missed the rock throwing of the morning. See, Lil, you missed throwing rocks. I still would very much rather have you gone to B and made sure that Pops isn't any types of like radioactive, that you are yet again a young child and you are being given free will on a day that, I mean, you would typically be having to be able to do stuff. So, it is what it is.
We were thinking of seeing if we could get our mitts on some of the cool stuff that Garby guys got over there. They look like magical toys, basically.
Bad idea, little ones.
I have to use a bunch of those for my job, and even though they look like a barrel of laughs, they're serious business.
come on, Lil. For some reason, the world is basically treating you like you're old. Work your magic and score us some sweet loot.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I'll talk to Garbanzo over there and see.
I have no intentions on actually, like...
Hi, Lil. Sorry, I'm not quite ready to open up the shop yet. I can't seem to find my inventory key. What are you doing up so early?
Exploring.
Working the graveyard shift tonight. So, I'm finally available to see some of my friends who have responsible parents and reasonable bedtimes.
People like those small hooligans over there?
What'd they do to you?
Those aren't small hooligans, they're my friends. And I was actually coming to talk to you about letting us borrow a couple of items.
I stand by my statement. And we can talk about loaning you some merchandise later. But first, I've lost the key to my inventory, and I think one of them might have stolen it. Maybe you could talk to them for me. Work your little guardsman magic and see what you could do to get it back.
On it.
Alright, so... Now we need to go interrogate our friends. So let's see. Which one of y'all took it?
Alright, guys, time to confess. Which one of you took poor Garby's inventory key?
Wasn't me.
I don't know.
Sure you do.
I ain't saying nothing.
Of course you're
So
not.
that's the way it's gonna be, is it? Listen, I need that key to upgrade tools and buy more power crystals, so one of you is gonna tell me who's responsible.
Oh yeah, you definitely are.
Are you a lawyer all of a sudden?
Nope, but I'm a guardsman. I hope you got your story straight, because I really don't want to go down to the guard shed and get my metal detector.
I mean, it'd be great.
So tell me, which one of you took Garby's key?
Okay, so we're gonna start off with Simon since he was the first one to answer.
I've never brought this up to the group before, but I think Isla is a kleptomaniac. I always see her taking things out of Lamont's backpack when he's not looking.
But also,
Also what? Okay, let's go ahead and question Isla.
Between you and me, I saw Lamont poking his big, dumb, handsome nose that sits in the middle of his gorgeous face all around that booth.
Okay.
It was probably him. Oh, he's such a bad boy. But also,
Okay, so they're all gonna end the statement with the also.
It was Simon.
You were quick with
I could
that.
make up my mind now or dig a little deeper.
We gonna go ahead and question further. Alright, so let's see if Simon changes his story.
Okay, maybe Isla isn't a klepto, but she did go through his bag just before you got here. Maybe she's got a good reason to be going through his stuff. I got here third, so I didn't see anything.
You got there. You're third. I feel like that's gonna be important information.
I know it wasn't me. I'm in a bit of a two-strike situation with my parents, and I'll be sent to the National Ballet School in Marvog if I get in trouble again.
Ooh, Marbog, huh? Great.
But I'm telling you, Lamont got here first, and I saw him rooting around Garby's shop.
Okay.
I said it before, I'll say it again. It was Isla.
Wait, why'd you change your... You changed your answer, sir. Alright, I've heard enough.
So, did you figure out who took my key?
Sure did.
I hate to be a narc, but I think it was.
It's
It
definitely
was
not.
probably Lamont. He's the tough-looking kid with the missing tooth.
Thanks, Lil. I'll be right back. Hey, you! Mullet boy! Stay right where you are!
Garby isn't smart or strong or fast. By the time he reached Lil's hooligan friends, they had run off. But Lil had been correct and startled Lamont dropped the keys as he fled. Well, we got your
Ugh.
keys back.
Got the key back. And those hooligans ran off. It's a win-win. Now my shop is ready to open. For helping me
Right.
out, I'd like to offer you some gold to upgrade one of your tools. Or load up on crystals. Whatever your lil heart desires.
Hey, that's what's up. Alright, so we did start upgrading stuff. We have 10. Right now, I don't really think we need to buy any more crystals right now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and save what I have. And we are gonna skedaddle out of here. And hopefully now Lil will let me go ahead and head over to Bees so that we can see if Sir Pops is gonna be okay. The entrance to the dig site is closed, but there's a note. I have convened a meeting at the Mages Guild. The dig site is closed for the day. Dr. Marquise Beatrix von Matterhorn.
Well, that's just great. What am I supposed to do now? I guess I could go back in time to when she was here.
I better not.
But Dr. B did say I could only use it at the guard shed. Maybe that's why it's on the fritz? I better just get to my ship before this thing explodes.
We definitely will do that, but we're gonna go ahead and take a lookaroo at everything else that's interactable before we go ahead and head to our night shift. But I'm pretty interested to see what's gonna, like, happen. Alright. Oh, Mr. Fantastico has another hat.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Oh, poor Mr. Unfortunate Mr. Fantastical. Alright, what do you have to say? Can I interact with you?
Oh, hello, dear. Are you here to watch the Goblin Ball game?
Hiya, Mrs. A. I usually find Goblin Ball too boring to watch, unless, of course, there's a little action on it, if you know what I mean.
I most certainly do. I've got this month's pension check riding on a sure thing tip that's gonna pay out big time.
Most people who believe in sure things have a gambling problem.
It's a sure thing, I tell ya. I'll even share my tip with you if you'd like. Since I really bet the ranch on this next game, I don't have any gold left to buy my snacks. Would you be willing to help a little old lady buy a large hat made of nacho chips with melted cheese sauce on top? Mama just can't enjoy the game without one.
No. We ain't doing that. You literally just spent... Nah. Like, why should I give you my hard-earned money if you're just gonna go ahead and... I mean, yeah, you're saying it's going to food, but I have a feeling that it's gonna end up going towards another bet instead of food. I'm sorry. We're not doing it.
I don't think I should, Mrs. A. Heavily salted food at your age could contribute to what I'm guessing is an already existing heart condition.
Why, you presumptuous little... No matter. I'm sure Fredo will spot me for it. I'll be good for it after my bet comes through anyway.
Oopsies.
Step right up, one and all, and win some money on the Goblin Ball.
Hello again, Fredo.
Again? I've never seen you before in my life.
You of course know who I am.
But I placed a bet with you on the last game.
Doesn't ring a bell.
The Kalidar Lightning game against the Brawlers. I won some money.
Okay, if you say so. Person I've never seen before. Anyways, you want to make a bet on the game?
No. I don't think so. We'll come back at another point and make a bet, but I want to save the gold that we have because I want to go ahead and get all of our tools completely upgraded. But with what we had, it wasn't enough to do it yet.
Suit yourself.
I can't leave without watching the game.
You are so particular about how you want things done.
Let's watch some Goblin Ball.
What an embarrassing series of unfortunate accidents for the Milton Marauders. First, hometown hero Jorbala Pepstein barrel rolls out of the way and completely avoids the Marauders' lightning-fast offensive line. Next, the Sprawl Zone dynamic duo Edie and Audrey O'Goblin shave all 14.7 seconds they need off their time in order to open the Diamond Snorf's cage. Incredible! We only see that every few years. It all comes down to the final wagon wheel toss, and the coach has sent in Sir Warren of Bainbridge, the bad boy of the Brawlers' midfield passive-aggressive line. He's muttering something to himself. He spits. He lifts the wheel above his head. He spins. He spins again. He spins a third time, and it's launched. But what's that? The Marauders' weather wizard sends a fierce gale force wind at the wagon wheel, and it's way off course. And it's coming this way. Oh, God, I'm stuck in this booth, and it's coming right for me. Oh, God, tell my wife I love...
Well, that was a particularly gruesome way for the Milton Marauders to win the game. Yeah, I would say so.
You could have made some real money. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
Yeah, I'm aware, but we're not doing that. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and head to our shift, and we will see what's actually in store for us. Well, wait, I actually forgot that we could go ahead and go to Malcolm's dungeon. There might not actually be anything because I would presume that Malcolm would probably. I don't know. I have a feeling that he has something to do with the Mages Guild stuff. Oh, sorry. Hopefully you're not down here for too long. Alright, well, I really hope, yeah, I'm not seeing like a talking point, so that makes me feel okay that I don't have to actually talk to them. Alright, so head down to the shift. Yep, let's head down to the ship because there's nowhere else to go, so
What's this? A mysterious present? Perhaps a secret admirer?
to whom it may concern, your choice of champion for the Princess Rescue mission was found acceptable. Well, wait, what? Alright, they're saying it was found acceptable. Unfortunately, we haven't heard much from the mage yet, just a lot of squeaks and chirps from his tower. Regardless, please find enclosed a one-time bonus for your proficiency and character evaluation. Ta for now. P.S. My regrets on your nighttime work inconvenience. Councilwoman Ash. You received a free truth spray slot upgrade.
Sweet.
There is no writ for the night shift, however, there is a book labeled Monster Manual sitting in front of Lil. Oh wow. Okay, so the Sprawl Monsters Manual First Edition. Doppelgangers / shapeshifters. Frequency very rare. Special attacks, shape change, sneak attack, weaknesses, susceptible to physical damage. Alignment, chaotic evil. Size, small to medium, humanoid. Does your loved one seem more addled than usual? Maybe they have been replaced by a doppelganger. These monstrous creatures have the ability to superficially assume the appearance of anyone when dealing with a suspected shapeshifter. Show them an item they should recognize where possible. Show them their child. Show them Jimmy. Note, chemical compounds such as patented truth spray have no effect on what are essentially gelatinous blobs. Good to know. We will keep that in mind. Alright, so forest entities. Alright. Frequency rare. Special attacks stomp and or thwomp. Weaknesses fire woodcutters X's. Poorly administrated town hall meetings. Okay, through neutral. Size, climbable. The story of the first transformative form mundane tree to sentient mobile being is lost to history. These creatures are extremely dangerous, but generally motivated by threats to their territory. The bark of forest entity is often the size of cryptic magical runes, prophetic writings that can be deciphered. Okay, awesome. Frequency of goblins, very common. Special attacks, none. Weaknesses, susceptible to physical injury. Alignment, varied. Size, small. When the great expansion of the Sprawl was undertaken by King Oswin the First, and then his son, King Oswin II. Goblins participated as laborers and artisans in the city's construction. In recent times, various crimes and misfortunes have been widely attributed to this group, leading to their decreased presence in public life. Whether or not they have actual disposition for crime and mayhem, is hotly debated by the High Council and non-human rights group. Alright. Herring, red. Frequency about 50-50. Special attacks cause confusion, create conflict where none should exist. Weaknesses, careful consideration. Alignment, chaotic neutral. Size, small fish to giant, and everything is in between. Beware the red herring. Its siren's call has led many adventurers to follow the wrong path. or to find enemies where none exist. Use your judgment and don't believe everything you hear or see. The temptation to believe a red herring is strong, but the vigilant in you will come out on top. Alright, lycanthrope. Frequency rare, special attacks, bestial, rage, claws, teeth. Weaknesses silver, the rising sun, alignment, chaotic evil, size, post-transformation equals big AF. Academics are split on whether this affliction is magical or medical. The curse or afflicted person suffers an attack or bite and comes first. The first full moon transforms into a half-man, half-beast killing machine. In most cases, the individual remains blissfully unaware of the transformation, but in some cases they know and desperately seek asylum to save their loved ones from their dark passenger. Right, mole people. Frequency common, special attacks, digging, biting when provoked. Weaknesses daylight, non-fatal though. Alignment varied, often true neutral, and size small. Long ago, a subset of humans and elves carved out a life lived underground. The evolutionary branch began to change to accommodate their new existence. They became smaller, relying on more heavily on their sense of smell and hearing than their soon underdeveloped eyesight in addition. Their hands and fingers became more claw-like because of the digging. When considered disfigured and even monstrous by some, please do not persecute the mole people. They are not to be punted. After all, without more people, or more person labor and digging know-how, the sprawl wouldn't enjoy the world's greatest sewer system. Necromancer. Frequency rare. Special attacks, raise undead, miscellaneous spells. Weaknesses, their egos. Lawful evils, their alignment and size. All bodies are beach bodies. Magic practitioners who have broken their codes and oaths and turned into forbidden arts. Although not illegal, they should be discouraged from entering into the sprawl. Note, the Mages Guild would gladly welcome a fallen wizard who has seen the error of their ways back into the fold. However, not one has yet chosen to give up the dark arts once they've tasted that sweet, sweet necromancy. Vampires. Frequency common, special attacks change into a bat, hypnosis, flight, dental peculiarities. Weakness, sunlight, UV, garlic, counting bags of small grains, wooden stakes. Counting bags of small grains. Oh, okay. Alignment, usually evil, but best not to judge a book by its cover. Size, human-sized. In centuries past, vampires were the stuff of myths and legends, sticking to the shadows and covering up their ghastly deeds in order to remain hidden from polite society. Recently, as a result of the powerful vampire rights movement led by the goth rock icon Vlad Extreme, vampires have come out of the closet and many have become productive members of society. Alright. Let's go ahead and put crystals in all of them. We'll put 2 in this one in case. We'll put 2 in. Well, we don't really use that one as much, so we're gonna put 1 in there. 2 in that, and 1 in there. Alright. Begin our shift, guys. This is gonna be our first person.
Good evening, child.
Hello.
I have not seen you at the post before.
No, this is my first night shift.
Yeah, you know how it goes. Drew the short straw this time. Burning it at both ends, you know? Just gotta keep on trucking through.
I hear you, working the graveyard shift myself.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something you do all the time.
You said it.
Alright, so...
What did you say your name was, sir?
Heinrich.
Heinrich, huh?
And last name?
Vampire.
The irony. Vampire.
Von Pyre?
Vampire.
I'm pretty sure that is what Lil just said, though.
Title?
Count.
Your name is Count Heinrich von Pyre?
Yes.
Totally. Okay.
That's a fun name to have.
It is? Huh. It is. Why, thank you, little girl. I happen to come from a long line of vampires.
I have no doubt in my mind.
Okay. I know I have rice in here. Just get rid
Maybe
of them.
this will loosen your lips.
A bag of rice? You're showing me a bag of rice? Why would you do such a thing? Would you happen to know how many grains of rice there are in that bag?
I don't know, a lot?
Yeah. Don't have any idea how many rices in there.
Holy crap! Okay, just give it to me. I will count them for you. A bag of rice. I never, in all my years.
Okay, weirdo. Next.
Alright. Maybe you didn't know it, but a vampire is cursed to count every grain of rice in a bag that is given to him. This kept him busy before daybreak. Good job. Awesome. We got our full 4 stars. That is what it is about. Hi.
Listen, little girl, there isn't much time. You must send me to jail immediately. I pray you don't make me explain any further. We haven't the time.
This guy doesn't seem interested in small talk. I better get on with the job.
Yep. I feel like this is a werewolf situation.
Thank you. Bless you, child. The world is a safer place now.
I really hope you get the help you need.
Bye-bye. Full 4 stars. That's what's up. You observed and understood this man's affliction, lycanism. You made the right decision, and quickly. That is what is up. Alright. Oh.
Oh my god.
No, little one. Not a god, just an incredibly handsome mortal. People make that mistake all the time. It is I, Prince Phineas, heir to the throne of Petrarch.
I know.
I know who you are. I was working the gate when you arrived. I let you in.
And still you mistake me for a god? Well, who can blame you?
You're so full of yourself.
Do you have anything to declare? Please say no and just go about your business.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
What in the world do you have to say?
I declare that I am...
Drunk?
No. Well, actually, hold on. Yes, I am drunk. Sauced. 3 sheets to the wind. Nay, 4 sheets.
No sheet. Okay, and I feel like I'm gonna regret asking, but what have you been doing tonight?
I mean, looks like he's got a lot of kissy marks.
What do you want me to say? Milkmaids? Or what I've been doing with the milkmaids?
Oh, it's not like you didn't heavily hint. Regret.
And there's the regret. Never mind. Aren't you here trying to win the hand of Princess Desdemona?
I sure thought so.
Well, sure I am, but when the Mages Guild throws a party in your honor, boy, do they know how to show you a good time. And you can't stop a fox from stealing eggs, am I right? Huh?
Good night.
Good night, Prince Phineas.
That's me. Ha ha.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. Now get out of here, you drunk fool.
Be gone.
Oh, all right.
Good evening, my dear.
Why would you be out this late at night?
Mrs. Abernathy, you're out awful late, especially with all these comings and goings about the sprawl.
Oh, my stars! Would you look at the time? How the day does get away from you. I best be turning in.
I have a weird feeling about this. Let's try giving her the cinnamon roll because this is what she gave us on our first day. I don't know why we still have it in our backpack, but we do. So let's give this a go. I feel like this is a shapeshifter.
Something is seriously weird here. Didn't I read somewhere about showing people something familiar? Does this do anything for you?
Oh, yes. It is very nice. Thank you.
Okay,
That was one of your award-winning bonds, Mrs. Abernathy. You don't recognize it?
She sure doesn't seem to.
Award-winning buns. Don't you recognize it?
You're not Mrs. Abernathy at all, are you?
It does not appear to be so. No.
Get out of here, you lousy shapeshifter monster!
This is his fucking face, just yeah. Oh my gosh, okay. Alright, you tried to show Mrs. Abernathy her own buns, revealing her to be a shape-shifting monster. Well done. Oh, that was probably my favorite one of the night. Oh, I do not trust you.
Well. If it isn't the little girl who works the guard shed. I was hoping we'd meet again. I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a rather important meeting to attend.
And what exactly is this meeting you're attending?
If you must know, I was summoned by Praetor Kargan personally. It is a highly confidential matter that doesn't concern you.
The Praetor is here waiting on the decision of Princess Desdemona. Seems legit to me.
Oh, good. So long as it passes your inspection. I was so concerned that you would have reservations. Thank goodness you approve.
What do you have on you?
Oh, that. An Athanatos family heirloom.
He's giving me the option to confiscate. Let's see.
I will not part with that locket.
You will not part with that locket.
I have a feeling.
The Athanatos bloodline is extremely old. In fact, it dates back to before the founding of the Sprawl. And this locket has been passed down through each generation to get to me. It's far too powerful to hand over to the likes of you.
What do you mean by powerful? What power does it have?
This locket has been the key to unlocking great power for all of my ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like one of those good luck charms? That's disappointing.
Yes, something like that.
X-ray machine, maybe, or crisp. Feel like
So, what's the book?
This ancient tome is the key to all we know about necromancy and the powers of life and death. It is called the Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
Comic book?
No, it is the Book of the Dead.
Definitely a comic book. So where are you taking it?
Let's just say that the esteemed visitors to the sprawl from Marvog have need of my more macabre talents, what with their ceremonial killings and whatnot.
Okay, well, I honestly just can't trust you, so I'm going to deny you. Like, you literally have the Necronomicon.
You have no right to deny me, no right to even stand in my view, you pathetic smaggle.
Oh, well then.
What's that?
Smaggle. Yes, that is the word we mages use to describe worthless, magicless beings such as you. You are a prime grade A example of a smaggle.
Dude, that's pretty weak.
No, it is not weak. It cuts to the core.
Nah, that's lame. Get out of here.
The Praetor will know of your insolence, little one.
If a rather evil-seeming mage is wearing an amulet of immense ominous power, it's probably good that you know more about it. Knowledge is power. Oh! Nice!
Oh my god! Are you some kind of scary tree monster?
Yes! Now let me in or I'll thwomp and stomp you!
I noticed you have something carved on your bark, but I can't quite make out what it says.
Somebody carved it on me when I was a sapling. It was a mistake.
Mind if I try to read it?
Okay.
What does it say? What does it say?
It reads, to lodge all power in one party and keep it there is to ensure bad government and the sure and gradual deterioration of public morals.
Huh.
Does that mean anything to you?
That was the words of person who came to woods to write. I remember him, Mark Goblin Twain. He was inspiring to Scary Tree Monster. Talked about how to make change in world.
And was it through stomping and thwomping?
No, it wasn't. That was Scary Tree Monster's idea. He spoke of change through something called corrupt government systems.
Well,
Maybe there's a better way to get people out of your woods. Maybe a more official way.
Are you saying Scary Tree Monster should run for government office to implement real systemic change?
Sure, why not?
yeah, I don't see a problem in that. I think we should just let him in. It'll be great. He'll be great. I don't see a problem with it.
I believe in you, Scary Tree Monster. I think you'll make a fine governor, or Congress Tree, or whatever you end up running for.
Thank you. Now all I need is a snappy campaign slogan.
A vote for me is a vote for a tree?
Oh, that's great, Lil. I love it.
A little on the nose.
I mean, why not? Alright, 4-star. You diverted the life path of a violent monster towards the life of politics and public service. Vote Scary Tree Monster. Heck yeah. Alright, last one.
Hello. I wish safe passage through this gate.
You kind of look like
Can
someone.
do. I'm just gonna need you to lift that hood. Gotta see if you're human or elf or gelatinous blob. We've had all types tonight.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I assure you, I am human. Now, please allow me safe passage.
I feel like that might be freaking the princess. Because that poster I saw when we were, talking to Izzy friends in the alley.
Okay, mystery woman, you may enter. I hope I don't regret this.
Thank you. The choice you made here today will not go unrewarded.
I hope not.
Tacos.
What?
Make my reward tacos.
I mean, yes, tacos.
Okay, sure.
Hooray!
We gon' get tacos. We gon' get tacos. Her face looks like Desdemona's. I saw that picture earlier. I mean, I probably could have called Ash or someone and asked them about what I should do. But we're not gonna rewind, we're just gonna move on.
All right, there. It is done. 62,451! I've counted every single grain of rice in this bag.
Congrats!
I also counted 14 bugs, 27 bottle caps, and 1 mouse skull. And you said I couldn't do it.
I mean, I didn't really say you couldn't do it.
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, I did it anyway. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, you were just about to invite me into the sprawl.
What?
I'm sorry, but it's almost sunrise, which means my shift is done. You'll have to wait until the next guard comes on duty.
It's almost sunrise? Oh, holy hell, I can't believe I spent another night wasted counting grains of rice! I'll come back tomorrow night.
You do that, and you seem to fall for that trick quite a bit.
Why not just wait until the daytime guard comes?
Because I can't.
Why not?
Because I said I can't. I blister in the sun.
I bet you do.
So long, child. Until the next time when you are unfortunate enough to have to work the night shift.
So long, obvious vampire dude.
Bye-bye. Alright, that is the end of our shift. For level 5, we still didn't do too bad. Due to your good job performance, 3.67. You were paid 20 gold for this shift. I will take it. And we already went through this right after each of them. So. Alright, let's go ahead and head home. Oh!
It's you! What are you doing here? Are you here to give me tacos?
Tacos.
No. I've come to reveal my true identity to you.
Okay, so then do so.
So, no tacos?
No, Lil, there's no tacos.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Desdemona.
I had a feeling. I was right.
Princess Desdemona? Nah, I knew it all along.
No, you didn't.
Why split hairs? But what about the kidnappers?
There were no kidnappers. I disguised myself and ran away. I'm sorry for all the commotion I've caused. I had to get away to say goodbye to someone important to me before my wedding.
Oh.
I don't understand.
I'm being forced to marry one of the suitors from these two rival kingdoms.
Yeah, that's old news. What I don't understand is why you, a princess, are here talking to me about it. Shouldn't there be more official people that could play therapist?
Like Stryker? Ash? Oh god. Oh, not Malcolm. I know my father had faith in them. When I'm gone, your advisors will help maintain the balance, blah, blah, blah. They want me out of the way so they can control my father's kingdom.
I mean, that's pretty darn obvious.
They've never been good at listening to what I want or how I want to rule this land. Nobody listens to me.
Sing it, sister.
And now I'm being forced to choose between allying the Sprawl with the Kingdom of Petrard or the Marvog Empire.
You mean Phineas the Pompous Prince or Kargan the Praetor Terror?
And it doesn't even matter if I love them or not. At the end of the day, it's strictly politics. Lucky me.
This is the first time in the game I've been okay being 12.
I just want to make the right choice. Tell me, Lil, what do you think of Prince Phineas?
He's way higher maintenance than you seem to be. And he's an asshole. Nuff said.
Very straight to the point, Lo.
And what about Praetor Kargan? What do you think?
Look, I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't already planning my Halloween costume based on her look. But it sounds like she's got a lot of blood on her hands. I know their ways are different than ours, but come on.
So if you were me, and you had the future well-being of the Sprawl in your hands, who would you choose?
I'll go with the Marvog.
Thank you for your honesty. I know my advisors have jerked you around, but I also know you don't always do what they say, and I like that. You remind me of, well, me.
Aww.
And you remind me of me too. If I was rich and beautiful and influential.
Lil, you are so mean to yourself.
Oh, you are influential. You've changed the course of fate more than you know.
Don't forget beautiful. I am also beautiful.
Okay, never mind. You're not being mean to yourself. You're just toying with the princess.
The sun's coming up. I must go. I shall put my own heart aside and do what's best for the kingdom.
Count Heinrich Vampire. Although clearly a vampire, Count Heinrich Vampire was also a registered chiropractor with a private practice on the outskirts of rapidly gentrifying Little Ogre Town neighborhood. Being compelled to count every grain in the bag of rice you gave him made Heinrich lose a whole night's worth of business. These missed appointments led to a huge number of negative reviews for his practice, which caught the attention of local school teacher and a leader of the Better Business Bureau, Myra Herrick, the Night. Next night, she led an angry mob, brandishing pitchforks and torches to his practice's door. Maybe it was the light of the torches reflected in their eyes, but it took just one look for Myra and the Count to fall madly in love, or it was the fact that he is a powerful vampire. One of those things. The Count swooped down and lifted Myra out of the angry mob. He bit her at least 3 times and made her drink his own blood to facilitate her own vampiric transformation. She left her gig at the Better Business Bureau, and the Count welcomed his new soon-to-be bride into his castle. Now, along with dealing with that pesky Van Helsing fellow who kept trying to kill him, Heinrich also had a wedding planned. Werewolf. The afflicted man was safe from transformative rays of the full moon, and even should have transformed, the thick iron bars would have protected everyone. Although the good people of the Sprawl were safe from the wrath of his curse, the mourner was not spared the aggression of his fellow inmates. Cornering him in the cell, they shanked him with a handmade shiv, leaving him there to bleed to death. Luckily, the shiv was whittled out of a silver spoon, miraculously curing him once and for all of the curse of the beast that attacked him so long ago. After a fortnight of recovery in the prison's infirmary, the mourner was released back into society. Unfortunately, on his journey back to Scarborough, in the Shire of Besseron, the mourner was attacked by a different werewolf, and suddenly he's cursed again. Seems that if it wasn't for bad luck, this guy would have no luck at all. Prince Phineas. Crown Prince of Petrard, Phineas Pomp stumbled back to his lavish lodgings at the palace. Hungry and drunk, he lit the fire and put on a pot of stew before passing out on the floor. He awoke the next morning having no memory of how he got home, or why his room reeked of burnt stroganoff. But he did remember the rager of a party thrown in his honor of the Mages Guild and the promises he made to them should he be chosen to marry Princess Desdemona. Shapeshifter. This Miss Abernathy was no Abernathy at all. In reality, was a horrible shapeshifting monster running off into the night. The creature assumed a different identity and gained entry into the sprawl at a different gate. Once inside the sprawl, we lost track of it. Having the ability to take form of anyone made it difficult to track, so its whereabouts remain unknown. It was reported later that night that an unusually untalkative guardsman's Cecil was trying to break its way into the sprawl's armory. Being denied entry, guardsman Cecil apparently screamed in a high-pitched voice and ran off into the night. Be on the lookout for this creature. Could be anyone. Tyronius and Thantos. Tyronius was unable to meet with Praetor Kargan that night. His promises of sharing the secrets of the necromancy with the Marvog Empire went unfulfilled. If he had been successful, the Mages Guild and its agendas would have been conveyed to the Marvog Empire, and if that alliance was put in place and the Praetor was chosen for marriage by Princess Desdemona, who knows what nefarious plans would have unfolded. Dejected, Tyronius went back to his keep outside of the walls of the city and contrived another way to forge his allegiance with the Marvogians. He wasn't sure how, but he knew his next plan would have to be 100% low gate guard proof. Scary Tree Monster. With dreams of holding political office now planted in the Scary Tree Monster's head, he stomped his way right to the city clerk's office at City Hall and waited for it to open. The next day, he obtained the necessary paperwork to run for political office. Unfortunately, Scary Tree Monster didn't know how to read or write. Revealing his illiteracy made the city clerk's receptionist laugh out loud, which angered Scary Tree Monster so greatly that he proceeded to swamp her into oblivion. When the city clerk showed up, finding no receptionist, they hired Scary Tree Monster on the spot to fill the role as their political aide. Scary Tree Monster was now a small cog in the political machine, and would no doubt rise in the ranks to one day hold the title of counselor, or dare we say mayor. Princess Desdemona. When Princess Desdemona returned to the castle, she refused to answer any questions regarding her whereabouts. She immediately issued a royal decree to cut funding to any active rescue missions and to put an end to the appointed practice of choosing rescuers via flashy game shows. As she lay in bed that night, she reflected on the Little Guardsman advice. So sorry guys, I have hiccups. She knew that her decision would irreversibly alter the fate of the sprawl and the fate of every soul who called it. And that's going to be all for today, guys. It was a lot of fun hanging out today. Apologize about the little hiccup thing towards the end of that. I ended up drinking some water and I got that under control. But anyhow, why as a 12-year-old are we having to make all of these decisions? Why? This is a very important question that I don't think we'll ever actually truly get answers to. But if you did happen to like the video, go ahead and leave a like to let me know you enjoyed. Subscribe if you'd like to become part of the Goblin Army family. And if you'd never like to miss a post, push that bell icon. Now, you spread positive vibes. I'll spread positive vibes. Until next time, have a goblin-tastic day. Bye!